Baha'u'lláh was thrown into prison in this place called the Black Pit, the Siachal in Tehran, that was damp, it was filled with vermin, it was infested, it was the most loathsome place that you could possibly imagine. These men were taken out and they were executed in different batches, I guess you could say, on a regular basis, day after day after day. There was some hesitation with the execution of Baha'u'lláh because he came from a noble family.
He was known as the father of the poor because although he came from a wealthy family, his father was a minister in the court of the Shah. He devoted his life to the service of the poor and gave away much of his wealth. And when he became a Babi and was swept up in these persecutions, really all of his properties and positions in society were confiscated and taken away from him. And he ended up as an exile in Baghdad. And in 1863, he shared with a small group of his followers that he was the one that had been foretold by the Bab. And he took the title Bahá'u'lláh, which means the glory of God.
He was exiled then further away to the worst possible place in the Ottoman Empire, this place called Akka. This prisoner who had no temporal power whatsoever, he had the audacity to address Kaiser Wilhelm, the Shah of Iran, the Sultan of Turkey, all of the leaders of the day. And he didn't write to them to ask them for relief from the terrible conditions that he was enduring. He wrote to them to admonish them about how to govern. He wrote to them to urge them to recognize the message that he was bringing about how they should resist corruption, how the Sultan of Turkey should not surround himself with corrupt ministers and leave governance into their hands while he led a life of luxury, about how they should look after the poor, how they should resist building up armaments and taxing their subjects exorbitantly in order to finance, the lifestyles that were so lavish.
Humanity, as a general rule, as a body, will gradually become aware of this figure who appeared in the middle years of the 19th century, who said things that were centuries ahead of his time.